So whatever could go wrong, did go wrong. First thing I did was play the outro instead of the intro. That went well. And then I couldn't find a screen with a camera attached to it, so I don't know what happened. I'm getting a bit rusty. I prefer cancelled with one L. Well, this is cancelled with two L's, Scuba. I'm sorry about your bad luck. Is there two ways of spelling it? Of course it's right. I honestly didn't know whether you spelt it with one L or two L's, but when I found that sign, I thought, it was a perfect one. I was a bit mad when I made this up, but anyway, it's still called cancelled. And I've took the music software off that I pay for, so you can't have any fancy intros now. So I've just found that one on the editing software, which seemed perfectly good, didn't it? Apart from the fact I put the outro on first. A bit rusty, yeah, definitely. I don't think I've struck a live up since before Christmas, to be really honest. Well, obviously this time of year it's not particularly busy, so I'm home a little bit earlier than normal, and I thought I'll go live. And if I go live on my walking channel, I'll be talking to myself, so I thought I might as well go live on this one, because at least we'll get a few people in. Good evening, Mike. We love you. I've just put another video up, so you actually should be across on my other channel watching that, not here, messing about with me. Both are right. I didn't know that. So hello, Scuba. Hello, CC Coils. How are you doing? Hello, Tim, an advocate for liberty. How do you know Munchkin's there? She might not be there. She might only be there on a Friday night. And then she might clear off them for the rest of the week. She might even live in a different house. It could be all fake, and you don't know anything about it. So I don't know what you want to talk about. We can't talk about vaping, but I'm on this. This is one of Benny's Bargains, 24 quid. From, I think, where was it? eSig one? What a cracking device. I love it. I absolutely love it. I always wanted one in this colour, but I never wanted to pay I can't remember how much it were, 45 quid, something like that. It's just got up to 1,000. Oh no, I've got to wait for it to come back round again now. Look at that, 1,000 puffs. In that, I've got some of this gorgeous. This is the, excuse me, I've just had my tea, to believe it or not. The 70-30 version. The original one, the Australian one that Bunny sells, of Licious e-liquids, banana butterscotch custard. My wife's not mad about it. You come down with COVID. I'm not sure if my wife wasn't very well when she went to work. So I'm not sure. We're supposed to be going out tomorrow with my drone. I'm in the flying club now, Scuba. I bought myself a drone. So I've been doing some aerial videography. Is that the word? And adding it to my walking videos on my other channel. No, I had it once before when it was trendy, and it wasn't particularly nice, to be honest. In fact, it was less than nice. It was horrible. But in the UK now, it's not called COVID. It's called a respiratory illness. Yeah, drones are fun, yeah. I got the Potensic Atom. I was looking at DJI, but I just bought that camera. I don't know if you've seen my camera, Scuba. You can do what you like, mate. I'm only messing about. What they're going to do to us. I don't know if you've seen my camera, Scuba. I've got the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And what I do with that is I've got an extended battery that goes on the bottom of it, and I wander around and take videos while I'm walking about. It's got that little screen thing on it there, look. Press that round. It comes round to you. Little gimbal. Press that twice. It's got face tracking on it and everything. It'll follow you around everywhere. It's a cracking tool. Let's turn it off. And then when it's done, it puts itself away. You got the original. Yeah, I got the creator's kit of this one, the 3. And then it comes with this little thing, and it just clicks in there. I got the bag with it. I got the DJI microphone. Is it microphone 2? It clips on there with it's a good idea because it's got a magnet on the back of it. You click it on there, and it's off you go. Fully independent. Yeah, you've still got the original pot. I never saw the original one. I think Aidan got one, didn't he? Bought one off somebody. But for doing vlogs, they're amazing. You can actually go live through them as well through the 3 if you use an app on your phone and collect it up there. Just got the Alexa 6 borrowed tank and bridge. Flavour is banging. I don't know anything about borrowed tanks, to be honest. Never even tried one. They sort of, I don't know. I never really fancied it, to be honest. I've got this. I seem to be vaping these more than anything now. I actually dropped this one on the floor last week, so it had a bit of a creak on it last night. Well, I didn't drop it. I was stood there with it in my hand, and my wife knocked it out of my hand, but we were in a lift, or an elevator if you live in America, and it was one of them flimsy wooden floors, so it just hit the deck and didn't break anything, so that was quite lucky, because I'd have ended up vaping a pod all the next day. Because I only took this one and a pod with me. And in that, I keep buying this. I really do actually like this. And they've got it on sale again now if you're looking for some nice mouth-to-lung stuff. The idea is it's a long fill. You tell them what you want and drop your stuff in the top. Just remember, if you want freebase, to let them know in the comments. And I must have been vaping that for over 2 months. I think I'm on. It works out 60 ml in a bottle for about £7. And imagine that if that was in salt form in them little 10 ml bottles, 6 of them. Hello, guys. Stuart, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Sneaked in there. Cancelled. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so I got it. He's got it on sale again now, about 20% off. So if you want some, I get mine in 12 milligram freebase, because salts are for girls, aren't they? Really? I've got a penis, so I just don't, Anyway, that's that. Nick didn't send me out, really. That was a bit of a lie. Although he has sent me lots of it out. He actually sent me that one. And lots more in there. You're on fluid as well. Which one are you on, Mike? I've got to be honest, the cream soda one, I can't think what they call it. I'm not a huge fan. I can vape it. I don't get the satisfaction that I get with this one. And I haven't tried the other ones in long fill form, so I can't comment on them. But this Onyx is banging. Oh, yeah, Onyx, yeah. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Do you put salts in yours, or are you a real man? Just imagine putting salts in the burrow tank. That's double gay, isn't it, really? Cobalt, yeah, I'm not a fan. Well, I wouldn't say I'm not a fan. I'm just not as keen of it as I am this one. So it's tend to got left behind. I bought it first with the Onyx, and I've not used it all yet. I ain't thrown it away, but I just don't seem to. I don't know. This one really just. I mean, I've heard people say for years, this liquid's like liquid crack, but that one is. It actually is. I actually have a bit of a chug on my Posh Vape View, and think, well, this is boring. I'll get back to my Onyx. That's what I've done. So anyway, I've got 2 more bottles coming. I got 2 bottles last week, and I've got 2 bottles coming this week. Yeah, I've put 72 in mine this week. I can't tell you why, though. It's a secret. All good if we like it. Well, exactly, yeah. Yeah, there'll be some people that will get this Onyx who don't like, a mentally eucalyptus vape, and it'll be their idea of hell, won't it? But I like Cobalt when it was in, I got it in 70-30, didn't I? I liked it in that, but, in a sub-ohm, but I don't like it in a mouth-to-lung. But it could be, I don't know, I like tobaccos in mouth-to-lung. I like fruits in mouth-to-lung. But, and I like sort of mentally type stuff. But I don't really like bakeries and stuff like that. And it's probably something to do with that. Benny enjoyed cheese. So each to their own. Was it free cheese? I've lost touch a bit. We were away last week for a few days, went to Scarborough and Whitby. and down to that other place I can never remember the name of. So I didn't get back while Thursday, and then this week she was off until Monday night, so I didn't bother. Well, I didn't get into Benny's show because obviously I was talking to Sue. So I might get there this week, but I say I haven't seen the mixing show or anything, so I don't know. Dusty, how you doing? Nice to see you. So the way this channel's gone, I took all the vape videos off and just deleted them. The only ones I've got on. Where's your spanner gone? You're in blue on mine. Put your glasses on, Mike. Where's my spanner gone? Well, it's next to your name, actually. Do you want me to take it off and put it back on again? I don't know what you're doing, Mike, honest. Can everybody else see theirs? Because everybody's got one in here, apart from Guy Stewart. He can have one as well. Otherwise, he'll feel left out. There you go, Guy. Otherwise, you're the one left out, you'll get bullied in the corner. Not as it really matters nowadays because we don't put much on here. Well, I don't put much on here. Yeah, I took all the videos off, and obviously I lost 1,000 watch time hours. Yeah, you're a spanner, yeah. There you go. Everybody's a spanner now. So don't be nasty to each other, otherwise the other one could be nasty back. Can you imagine years ago when it was like a big accolade to have a spanner on a show? No, they don't seem to mess with live vape show. I left all the lives up. I just took all the vape videos down, all the reviews and everything. I just scrapped them. I didn't bother trying to save them to anywhere because it was absolutely pointless. I got in touch with Vapresso and told them I wasn't doing any more. Obviously, everybody else isn't sending it out anymore anyway because that's the way the industry's gone. So, and then retired from that, really. I just changed the name on the thing. And then I say it took 1,000 watch time hours off. So the chances of ever getting this, because they said, I can reapply for monetization in March. But you've no chance, have you? Hello, Cheryl. How you doing? Nice to see you. So the chances of actually ever getting this one monetized, because you've got a vaping audience on a vaping channel. If you start putting something else on there other than vaping, they're not going to watch it anyway, so you just bang your head up a wall. So I started a new one to do my... hello, Martin. No, do you want one as well? Sorry if you missed out. Don't let them bully you in the playground. There you go. What about you, Cheryl? Can you handle the responsibility? You would have sent me a super chat. Well, you can't. I've actually put buy me a coffee on my other channel. If you click the thing, if you ever want to donate it onto there, not saying I want you to donate anything, but it costs a lot more to go on a 3-day trip to film than what it does here. Underhill. I love you, but I farted. No, you lost me. Just behave yourself because I'll get Cheryl to chuck you out. I love you, but I farted. Does that mean farted? Anyway, if you want to watch my other channel, I'm sure you can find it. There's a lot of people that have subscribed off here. We're actually up to 81 subscribers now. And there's a picture. This is what I'm getting around to. I'm not advertising my other channel, but there's a picture of a bridge on there, or a video of a bridge on there that is 20 years younger than the United States. And it's still up. Kick you out of your ass. Watch out that when I get these spanners, they all get a bit nasty. I can't remember the last time I threw anybody out of anywhere. When we first started, we were all pretty keen, weren't we? And you get a few trolls in and that, but sometimes trolls are just misunderstood and they're really funny. Unless they're being that, really rude. And you don't really want to put up with them. tell you what's called. Oh, the channel, Walking with Mick. There's 55,000 Lady Liberty out. Oh, you haven't got one either. God, it's going to be a full-time job, this. You always know when the job's going bust, when the gaffer starts paying you right. So watch out for that. I haven't seen cheese for a long time now. Do you mean cheese? No good retracting that. Trolls are becoming more common. I ain't really seen any. Used to get them come in. Vaping postman. Just a guess. Thank you. No, I'm not the vaping postman. When we'll be happy, fun times come again, hopefully. I haven't seen Cheech. Yeah, I haven't seen Cheech. Well, I did a live stream a while back and he comes in. I get on all right with him. I think sometimes the secret is if two people don't get on and you get on with each of them, just get on with each of them, leave them to fall out. But I like not being blue. Sorry. Oh, God. Renegade. There you go. That's you dumped. The world has gone crazy and YouTube is ridiculous. Oh, no, I can't remember the last person I did kick out. You used to get some bots in, didn't you? I've kicked a few of them out. I've never really kicked anybody out of anywhere. Because people are entitled to the opinion sometimes, just because it's not your opinion. It doesn't really matter that much. That's the way I sort of thought about it. John Paul Glasgow, how are you doing? Just really realised I was on, yeah. Well, it's that time of year where it's not very busy. And to be honest, I had a reasonable day. I got one really good job in and it sort of sorted my day out. So when it got to just after 9 o'clock, I thought, well, that'll do me. I normally finish at 10 anyway. And you can just go and sit there for another 45 minutes. Not seen Ian Thomas forever. No, I haven't. No, I've not seen him either, bless him. I miss the good old days of porn bots. Everybody look at your chat. Look at the last one. So Advocate for Liberty's last. Guy Stewart's that. Them spanners are in a perfect slant. You couldn't make that up, could you? You miss quality trolls. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I think sometimes they just come in to be rude, don't they? I don't know if anybody looks at TikTok. I don't look at it that much. I have fits and starts with it where I'll watch a load of stuff, but they're quite cruel on there. And I think most people you can post on there as easy as anything, and it's not particularly well regulated. So you get somebody with a disability on there, and then they're all after them for a start. And then there's always somebody in the thing going, I can't believe you've said that to him. So they don't really bother me. I think when you first start doing this, it doesn't take them long to put you off. You can soon start pressing the wrong buttons if you've got somebody messing about. And we always found if you were trying to get a message across, if you got a troll in there, it would usually detach from the quality of the show, to be honest, because people were more interested in that than what you're actually trying to show them. Exactly. If you're not being prejudiced or malicious, you have the right to opinion. Well, TTK doesn't think so, but that's another issue. No, I don't know who TTK is. I'm going to sound it. Yeah, I can't stand keyboard warriors. There's a different thing, isn't there? One of the funniest things I ever saw was there was a keyboard warrior decided to have a dig at one of the famous boxers, wasn't there? So he put out in the thing, found the guy's address and went and sat down the end of his road, and then it was hilarious. This guy's said, I didn't mean it. I'm ever so sorry. Please leave me alone. He thought the bloke was going to come around and fill him in. 20 minutes before, he was being really nasty and rude to him. I'm going to have to Google that if you don't tell me what it is. But, I suppose that you don't really want to be on on social media if you're a bit sensitive, do you? It's probably not the place for you. You can soon, if you were a bit depressed and you came on here and everybody says, oh, God, you're fat and you've got big ears. By the time you finish, you're offering yourself, won't you? So I say this channel's more or less redundant as it is. There's no point in doing. I can't put vape on it because they're not going to do anything with it. If I put any reviews on here, they immediately put them behind the 18 age gate. So nobody watches them. So it's just pointless, really. I think in the end, if you keep doing live shows and then do a few reviews in between, they'll probably leave you alone. Yeah, you do have to have tough skin, yeah. I bought this today. Well, yesterday. When you first open the top up, it's really, really warm and it goes cold really quick. So I might as well have not have bothered, really, but it's only £7. So. Every time you do that, it wets your nose. I feel like a bloody dog. Well, yeah, that's right. You get those that can give it but can't take it, yeah. Then there is. I'm like that, to be honest. I'm really offended ever so quick. So don't make these regulations. Thing is, though, it's their football field, isn't it? If they want to, they can do as they like. It just seems ridiculous. I mean, it's going to get that way over here. They've, if in my opinion, and I'm not wanting to spread doom, but the current form, they're basically saying they're going to restrict this and restrict that. And oh, by the way, we've got a new, some new medication out to stop you smoking. I've seen the fires are absolutely awful, don't they? That's just horrendous, really. Regardless of whether you're famous or whether you're not. That was the other thing I was looking at. There was a lot of trolls about that. There was Paris Hilton showing this amazing house that had got burnt to an absolute crisp. And somebody says, oh, well, you can rebuild it with your millions. And you just think, well, she's a person. She might be rich, but she's a person. And she's lost her home regardless of what you got. Okay, so told the dog he was fat and has big ears. Yeah, that's the same with our cat. We took the cat into the cattery last week while we went away. We only had him in there 4 nights. And he comes back with a bad habit every time since then. So what he used to do, he used to sleep on our bed all night, in between us. And now he's got, so when it gets to about 3:30, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, he's like, right, I want to go out now. And then plagues the life out of you while you get up and let him out. So last night I made him stay out all night in the cold. So we'll see how he behaves tonight. But he's always done it. He's always got another stupid bad habit. What do you think about Starmer? I think he's an absolute knob. I can't stand the bloke. Absolutely can't stand the bloke. I find him lecherous. I think he's a liar. I wouldn't have voted for him if it had been on the other side. So I don't like the bloke. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like the way his hair sticks up at the back. He just imagines one of those salesmen that have got dandruff on the lapels and greasy hair and bad breath. And I've never met him. I wouldn't want to meet him. If he knocked at the door, I wouldn't answer. That's how much I like Starmer. But the other thing I do think is we do live in a democracy. That's amazing. I've been looking for them. I do think we live in a democracy, and they're in there now. So they've got to stay. You can't just say, oh, well, let's have another election, because that's not democracy, is it, really? This bloody microphone's driving me. Man, it's not straight, is it? Look at that. I've changed it to the other way up and remembered why I didn't have it the other way up, because you can actually see the part of the thing, and that distracted, isn't it? I've got my VIP. Oh, I still do it. I'm doing it again. Got my VIP thing over there, if I can remember which way to look. VIP only area. I think people's issues with wildfires and celebrities, the BBC didn't read the room. The general public are such a poor state with, yeah. Yeah, that's right, exactly. I think that's exactly right. But when have the BBC ever read anything out properly? They worship the power of celebrity, don't they? If you're not, I'll let you in, Tim. I'd go and get some beer out the back, and I'd sit there and watch you drink it. So I ain't had a beer. I ain't had any alcohol for 8 weeks. So it's the first time in 30 years. I went all the way through Christmas, never had a drink, and had one drink. I put me on high blood pressure medication in November, and I felt like absolute death ever since. I've had masses and masses of headaches, and I've felt like complete crap. Anyway, eventually now they said they're not working, so they've changed them for another one. So I'm on the second night of taking them, because I take mine at 8:00 at night. And today is the first time for nearly 8 weeks that I haven't had an headache. I've had like a crushing sort of headache, and then like palpitations in my eyes and stuff like that. And I mentioned them to her last time when I went. She said, there's a lot of bugs about it. It could just be that, because all of a sudden my face would go bright red as well, for no reason whatsoever. But for the rest of the day, it was like deathly white. So I don't think they were working. But today, I feel a lot better than ever. Have you watched? I'll wake up tomorrow morning, feel like death. This was just a one-off. But so today, I'd say it's the first time I've actually felt right. So stopping drinking was really easy, because every time I looked at a beer, I just felt sick. So that's the only trouble. If this starts to work, I'll be gagging for a beer then, won't I? But I never thought I'd do that, to be honest. It's been a long, long time. And, like with Lou being poorly and that, you got a bit of an habit to get extremely drunk. So you woke up most of the time and you were miserable anyway, which you don't really need extra misery on top of it. We'd be a boring pair, other than a bottle of sangria I haven't drank hardly at all in over a year, for similar reasons as you. There you go, we could have a nice cup of tea. Hello, Dino. How you doing, buddy? Dino D Vape. Nice to see you. I'm going to read your full name out so everybody takes notice that you're here. I suppose you ought to have a spanner and all, Christ. Might as well just give everybody. I'm going to take bills off, I think. Everybody's having a spanner today, because we only use this channel about once every 2 months, so you might as well all be a spanner. Just need somebody to put my new channel in. I don't think I can do it, to be honest. It gets a bit complicated. I can do it on my phone. It's all right, don't bother. I'll do it. Want to remember how you do it? Share. Let's turn that down so you can't hear me. Have I got a spanner? Well, that's fabulous, isn't it? I ain't even got a spanner in my own thing. I will have in a minute. There you go. Click on there, make me happy. Happy fun times forever. Was that Arnie in there as well? Where is he? Hello, Arnie. How you doing? Nice to see you, buddy. I haven't spoke to you for ages either. Am I flirting with your hubby? Should I be jealous? Or just send him over to me? No, he's safe with me. It's safe for me because I don't vape salts. So I say I don't tend to talk to anybody really. It was really busy over Christmas, and I worked most of the time, which is just the way my shifts fell. And to be honest, you need to when you drive a cab for a living, you need to take advantage of the time when it is busy, because then we have a long, long time when it's not busy, or a good month or so where it's not busy. So you have to get your money up. So I had a reasonable sort of Christmas. And then we were just going to go away for one night last week, and then it turned into 2. And then my daughter bought me a hotel stay for one night. So we stuck that on the beginning of it and had 3 nights away. It was as good. We normally go to Spain, but it was as good as going there. We just walked around all day. It was lovely. I had a really nice time. I've never been to Whitby before. Never been to Saltburn before, because that's the other place I went to. And we went over to Aidensfield, or Goathland. and I had a look at Scripps Garage from the series Heartbeat many moons ago. I actually said that to somebody last week who was fairly young and they had no idea what Heartbeat was. But they wouldn't have really, would they? I bet it's 25 years old. Everybody's just talking to each other. I've started, but it's been quiet now. I'm able to watch Country Van Life UK again now. So I've had a couple of afternoons with him in the last 2-3 weeks. Sunday afternoons are pretty quiet. He's on the Isle of Mull, wild camping. Well, wild, what did they call it when you're in a camper van? So he lives out there for about 4 or 5 months. Now, I didn't have any fish and chips. That's one thing. With that medication, it actually put me off fried food. I had one breakfast one morning, and I'm like, but now I've changed tablets. I might get stuck back into them again, but it really didn't do me any good. With eating as well, I felt queasy most of the time as well. So I didn't try any of that. My wife had scampi, which apparently Whitby's was famous for, because it said on the sign on the way in. But I did a video. We parked in the train station, and I walked from there straight through the town and all the way down to the sea, and then came back up on. It's like a pier, isn't it, that sticks out over to the sea, and then we walked back, and that took. I think it was long enough to do a video, so I clicked it off there, and then we did another video where we walked up the steps at the side of us there, round where the statue to Cook is, and the whale bones that are like that. Walked through them, did that, and then just did a general walk through the town, down a few different roads and that, and then came back and finished off with this thing. But I got like an hour of filming in. But I didn't put my drone up there. And then the next day we went to Saltburn, and that's absolutely gorgeous. That's got a proper pier that goes out into the sea. And the sea's really rough. And I got some real nice footage of these crashing waves and stuff. And then a bit up the mountain. But it took me a while to get going with that drone. Obviously, when I first got it, I couldn't even get it to fly up in the air. But I've got going with it a little bit now. But for a start, all I seemed to be able to do was get it to go up and down and then just do a spin round. So when you put the memory card in the editing software, you were trying to cut bits out to what looked anything like, because I couldn't actually get it to fly in the right way or anything. Whereas now I'm starting to actually get it to go continuously in the right direction. And I've actually mastered the art of turning it round real slow so it doesn't just spin round and make you feel seasick when you're watching it. So, but I've got some lovely footage of the Grand Hotel at Scarborough, and then round by where the spa was. You could just see the lighthouse across the other side of the bay. And then we went down one day, and there's a Mr. Gilroy. He was one of the teams that went into Bergen-Belsen during World War II, and I think he was one of the paras. And he was quite famous in the town of Scarborough. And one of his friends was a sculptor, so he actually did a sculpture of him sat on this thing, and they've got it twice the size of what he was, and the bench is twice the size. It's a beautiful photo, or a beautiful picture, and a beautiful statue, should I say. And we walked all the way from there and went down right the way down to where the seal place is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, some of these drone flyers are brilliant. That's right, exactly. There's a video came up on one of my feeds. Can you hear my stomach? What's going on there? When you get to my age, I watched the video when it came up on one of my feeds, and it was a guy flying one around an active volcano, and he'd actually got it down in the lava flows like that, and then up out. It was a fantastic video, and he said he actually singed. It was obviously that hot; it singed the drone. But what is surprising is when you think they're fairly close to the thing that they're doing, They're probably not. They're probably 100 foot up in the air, because this one of mine, you put it up and then you drop the camera down like that, and it looks like you're a lot further away. You know, when I took some video footage yesterday, and it looks like it's over the top of these buildings that I was stood next to. I mean, it never was. It never went up. You know, I didn't put it over the top of these buildings. But, so anyway, Martin, I didn't have any fish and chips at all, to be honest. The first night we had half board at the Grand, so I had they were like kofties, little kofties with chili on. Oh, they were nice. They were really nice. I just had them with a few veg and then tipped some gravy over the top. It was like a meatloaf dinner. It was nice. But the food wasn't amazing in the evening there, but the breakfast was lovely. And the next night we were in Whitby, and we stayed in a Marsden's hotel next to their pub. So we went in there and I had their tikka, and it was bloody beautiful. And the following night we were in the Crown Spa Hotel, which is on this side of that V, the opposite side to where the Grand Hotel is. And we went down into their restaurant, and it wasn't the cheapest food in the world, but it was really nice. I enjoyed it. Yeah, don't worry, I'm officially certified. I am. I've left my wallet downstairs, otherwise I'd show you my little card. I've got a flyer ID. I've got a drone ID that's stuck on the top of the drone, and I've actually got proper insurance for it as well. I've got third-party insurance. Because if you upload video to YouTube using a drone, you've got to be insured, because you've turned it into a business. So that's what I did. It was quite easy to do. Got to be really honest, I was sat on the bog when I did it. Took me about 10 minutes. Most of it was common sense. And it's only there to learn you anyway, you know. And that's free of charge for 5 years. And then the drone, the operator ID, you've got to upgrade every week. Yeah, that's right. Good luck. I definitely need certifying some days. Is anybody interested about, well, obviously everybody's interested about Lou. I don't know why I said it like that, but she's just been away for a couple of days. She's been to Forteventura for a couple of days, or 4 days, with a friend of hers. So they just had 4 nights away. So she's had a good time, and she went for the scan a little while back, and the cancer's still in the same place. So fingers crossed, she may this carry on. Oh, you actually did get ordained. What does that mean? Then you're a priest? Praise the Lord. I'm going to watch what I say here, because I've got a bit of a sense of humour, and I'm just imagining James Brown in the Blues Brothers. Sorry. Why did you get ordained? Are you a religious person? Well, clearly, if you got ordained, otherwise you wouldn't. I just need an answer to the question. Help. I need to know. Oh, he's left the chat. That's it. He's gone. We've upset him. You upset him, Mike, not me. You're thinking of getting an electric mountain bike? I did a little bit think. Can you imagine me, 6'3", 20 stone on a bike, like a monkey on a mangle? And then I thought I could also get knocked off it and killed. So I put that one out of my head. If there was just a purpose-built road just for bikes on their own that went all over the place, I might get one, to be honest. But I don't think I've got the balls for it now. Anyway, Tim's not going to tell me about being ordained. I think he's left. I think he's upset by us. Yeah, congratulations anyway, Tim. Although I don't know what it means, but congratulations. I mean, ordained over here, you could be a vicar, or a bishop. I think that's what you would be over here. But I'm not sure what to be ordained is unless you're in a cult. Was it in Vegas? That's my next question. Nobody wants to marry Graham. Not even Graham wants to marry Graham. Have you seen him in the morning when he's been drinking for 2 days? The temperature's going to drop again. They said it was going to be nice tomorrow. It's supposed to be 11 degrees tomorrow. So a click, hang on. No, it's not going to drop well Thursday. 10 degrees tomorrow and sunny. That's going to be lovely. Oh, Tony Slattery's died. Bless him. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I suppose I better go. We've been here 45 minutes. We've had an outro and an intro all at once. I'll have to see if I can trim that off. New Mick channel. Mick does mountain biking using a GoPro. That'd be expensive, wouldn't it? I think if I was going to do one, I'd get the other one of these because there's an Osmo Pocket 5 now, isn't there? But it's a bit like more like a GoPro. That sort of thing. So you'd actually fasten it on there. It'd be like Mark Fagan, wouldn't it? Riding around on my bike. I don't think I need any more cameras, to be honest. So this one was over 600 quid. Time you got the memory card as well. It's an expensive item, but I hadn't spent. I'd have probably spent that on bourbon. So it was a bit of an investment. The only thing is, everybody says now, I never know what to buy for Christmas. Because I don't know God. He's keeping that pretty. He's keeping it to himself, and he's not going to tell you. Yeah, I better go. Really, I better go. So you've enjoyed it. Carry on vaping. Remember, it is 95, at least 95% safer than smoking deadly combustible tobacco cigarettes. Whatever Google tell you, that is the case. And it's much better for you than smoking. Obviously, if you've never smoked, don't start vaping because it's all a bit pointless. But just don't listen to people that tell you rubbish. It was just bored. It was just bored the other night. Do the drone thing instead, it's easier. Anyway, catch you all soon. I don't remember how to do it. Christ, what's happened? Head's gone. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.